Hello everyone, my name is Azatru. How are you? And welcome to another LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about how the game would have released today. Seriously, we could have been playing the game today, and I'm going to be discussing how the wait until next year will be painful and how we came to this. What happened in 2020? Because Tuesday, October 20th, 2020, today was the original release date for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. So let's discuss the whole situation. And with more LEGO Star Wars news to come, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe. Thank you. So let's get straight into what we know about the original release date of October 20th. Back in 2019, when the game was revealed, the only time frame we were given was 2020, which was fine. And the community anticipated that maybe a June release for the game would happen because the Force Awakens LEGO game did release in June and the film hadn't come out, The Rise of Skywalker hadn't come out at the time of us hearing about this game, so it kind of all made a little bit too much sense. And other TT games had also released in June as well. As time moved on, The Rise of Skywalker came out, we got into early 2020, and there was no news on the game. It was becoming clear that the game was not coming this side of summer, which was fine, because a lot of games come out at the end of the year. The game is a big game, like, it's the biggest game TT games I've ever worked on, so this is fine. Then on the May 8th edition of the Star Wars show on YouTube, the host says that the game would release on October 20th.
Releasing on October 20th, play out your favorite moments brick by brick.
Which was a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one, because Warner Brothers nor TT Games had confirmed this. Not long after the video went live, things went from bad to worse. Star Wars took down the video and re-uploaded it, but with the release date edited out. This led to rife speculation. Had the game's release date been prematurely announced, or was it just wrong, or was it even delayed? TT Games stated more info would be coming later in the summer, but completely ignored the whole release date situation. Warner Brothers just did not mention this at all. StarWars.com and Star Wars on YouTube just acted like it never happened whatsoever. So we waited for summer, and Xbox events and other potential timeframes for news passed, and it was clear that Gamescom would be the last chance to hear from this game in the summer, and with no Star Wars celebration happening, time was getting on. Now, back in July, I had thought that the game had been delayed because if the game was releasing within 3 months, we would have a release date by now, and digital pre-orders would be live. So the writing was on the wall, and the game was most likely delayed, but for how long? Personally, I did think maybe it would be pushed back to November because an extra month for polish. The game seems like it was pretty far along. An extra month might all what they need to complete this game. And people were saying December, but basically no games release in December, like at all, and that just doesn't make a lot of sense. So next up is January and February in 2021, which would be a huge disappointment, but no games release in January, and February is also really early. However, March to June seems a lot more likely for a game of this size. No major popular games really come out that early in the year, but things do start happening in March. Then came Gamescom 2020, and the speculation ended at it. It brought us a gameplay trailer and our worst fear, a spring 2021 release date. Spring is from the end of March to the end of June, and even though they probably have release dates locked down internally, they did not give us one to avoid further disappointment if they could not make that internal date. And I think that is the best move, because with everything going off, game development's very fluid, very complex, things could go wrong, and they might need an extra month or two, an extra week potentially, to get things done. I hope an actual month is nailed down publicly by the end of the year. For example, let's just say June 2021. I would like to hear that at least by December, but I totally understand if they can't do that, and I'm fine if they don't. I just feel like that would be a nice piece of news to share. But I just hope they release new screenshots, new gameplay, any new content to do with the game if they aren't going to share a release month or something like that to keep us interested, to keep us hyped for the next few months. Whilst Warner Brothers or TT Games never actually discussed the leak's release date or the delay, whatever you want to call it, I'd imagine the reason behind it all is COVID. Working from home had a huge challenge for many companies, especially in such a complex environment that is the games industry. Games development has been even harder, which it was super hard before, even harder now. Everyone is not in the studio. And obviously they've probably had a lot of teething issues. Things have come along a lot slower and they need the extra few months to get the game complete. So many games have been delayed because of it, and that is okay. This is okay. We can wait a few more months. It's painful, but we're going to be just fine. We have many new games to come out, like Star Wars Squadrons, Cyberpunk, all of those games coming out this year, and they're done and they are coming out, so they can keep us entertained. But it does sting a bit to think that the game would have released today. We would be playing the game right now. At the time of you're watching this video, you would have been playing LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga if things just went our way. But nevertheless, the wait will be worth it, I'm sure. This game is probably going to be the best LEGO game ever. I really hope so. The ideas from what we've seen so far, it's looking that way. So I can't wait. Let me know down in the comments your opinions on anything you want to share about LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and if you want to stay up to date with LEGO Star Wars news, make sure you do subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss any future videos from me. And please do drop a like to support the channel if you did enjoy this video, and if you missed any of the two previous videos on the screen, please do go check them out. And that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news video. Goodbye.